Hello, dear students. Today we are going to start class ninth History, Chapter 3 Nazism and the Rise of Hitler, Part 4. Students, in this part we will cover Introduction, Reconstruction, Hitler's foreign policy, outbreak of the World War II, the Nazi worldview. Students, as in previous part we discussed that reasons why Hitler gained popularity. We discussed the Hitler's rise to power. As we have seen the personality of the Hitler was a good orator or speaker. He held mass rallies and public meetings where large numbers of people gathered to demonstrate the support he received. He promised employment and secure future for the youth. He promised to build a strong nation. In this way, he promised to restore the dignity of the people and undo the humiliating Treaty of Versailles that was harsh and humiliating. He introduced a new style of politics. Mass rallies and public meetings were held where large number of people gathered to hear him. Through his meetings, he was able to show the support he received. The red banners with the swastika and the Nazi salute were a part of his spectacle power. Nazi propaganda projected Hitler as a savior came to deliver the nation and its people from their problems. We have also seen that he restricted democracy. He imposed the Fire Decree of 28 February 1933, which suspended civic rights like freedom of speech, press, and assembly, because he wanted to establish dictatorship. The repression of the communists were very severe. 52 types of victims were persecuted by the Nazi across the country. The Nazi established a strong system of surveillance and security forces to create the kind of society they wanted. So, in this way, he wanted to establish dictatorship. Now, today we will discuss here the reconstruction. As Hitler promised with German people that he will restore the dignity of the people and undo the humiliating Treaty of Versailles, he had done many promises with the people. He wanted to make a new Germany a strong nation where there will be economic development, people will have jobs. All the dignity he wanted to restore for Germany. He wanted to focus on economic recovery. That responsibility was given to the economist Helmer Schacht, who aimed at hill production and full employment through a state-funded work creation program. This project produced the famous German superhighways and the people's car, the Volkswagen. As he wanted to make Germany a strong nation. In foreign policy also Hitler acquired quick successes. He pulled out of the League of Nations in 1933, occupied the Rhineland in 1936, and integrated Austria and Germany in 1938 under the slogan One People, One Empire and One Leader. he got also the support of England, or we can say unspoken support of England. These quick successes at home and abroad seemed to reverse the destiny of the country. Hitler did not stop here. Sachet had advised Hitler against investing hugely in rearmament as the state still ran on defect financing. Because he was investing too much on rearmament, students, by mistake in is twice written here, it should be once. He was investing too much in rearmament because Hitler chose war as a way out of economic crisis. He was investing a lot of money on weapons because his planning was to make German army strong, a powerful army to fight against the foreign powers. So he was investing a lot of money on weapons. His economists suggested not to spend that much money on the weapons, but Hitler disliked that. Because cautious people, however, had no place in Nazi Germany. He was not he was not ready to listen anyone against him. So he removed him from the office because he thought that the way of war is needed here. He wanted to apply that strategy. The strategy of war he wanted to apply. Foreign policy of Hitler and the outbreak of the Second World War 1939 to 1945. Now in this map you can see the expansion of Nazi Europe 1942. The areas acquired by Nazi. Expansion of Nazi Europe 1942. Foreign policy of Hitler. Students, when Hitler came power, he was determined to make Germany a great power again and to dominate Europe. He set out his ideas in a book called Mein Kampf, that means My Struggle. In that he had written his views. He had written that book in prison in 1924. His main aims were to destroy the Treaty of Versailles imposed on Germany after her defeat in World War I. Hitler felt the treaty was unfair and most Germans supported his views. To unite Germans together in one country after World War I, there were Germans living in many countries in Europe, for example, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Poland. Hitler hoped that by uniting them together in one country, he could create a powerful Germany. To expand eastwards into the east, Poland, Russia, to gain land for Germany, It is called Lebensraum, that means living space. He wanted the living space for Germany. He wanted resources for the Germany. His tactics involved using the threat of violence to achieve his aims. He realized that his political foes, France, Britain, were reluctant to go war and were prepared to compromise to avoid a respect to avoid a repeat of world. They wanted to avoid the repeat of World War. He was also an opportunist who often took advantage of events for his aim, for his own benefit. His foreign policy successes in 1930s were to make him a very popular figure in Germany as one German political person. Students, he believed in expansion of territory in order to increase the resources of the country and provide living space or Lebensraum. Thus, Poland became the target of his experimentation. He pulled out of the League of Nations in 1933, reoccupied Rhineland in 1936. The Rhineland, which was taken by the Allies, again it was reoccupied by Germany. He integrated Austria and Germany in 1938 under the slogan One People, One Empire, and One Leader. He applied that strategy to make them integrated. Occupied German-speaking Sudetenland from Czechoslovakia and later the whole of Czechoslovakia. He had the silent support of England, who felt that the terms of Treaty of Versailles had been harsh on Germany. In this way, he got the support of England also. As we have seen, Hitler got unspoken support of England, which had considered the Versailles Treaty too harsh. They wanted to give some relaxation to Germany. These quick successes at home and abroad helped reverse the destiny of the country on Germany. In this way, he wanted to get back the pride of Germany. He wanted to make Germany a strong nation. For that, he applied his foreign policies. Outbreak of the Second World War, 1939 to 1945. Students, in September 1939, Germany invaded Poland. This led to France and England entering into the war. Germany attacked on Poland, and to help Poland, France and England entered into the war. In September 1940, Germany, Italy and Japan signed a tripartite pact. Students, they got together to fight against Allies, and they formed Axis powers. The tripartite pact was signed between these three countries, that is Germany, Italy and Japan. Puppet governments that supported Nazi Germany were set up in many countries of Europe. Hitler was at the height of his power, and by the end of 1940, when he decided to conquer Eastern Europe, In June 1941, Germany attacked the Soviet Union in order to ensure food supplies and living space for the Germans. Germany attacked the Soviet Union in order to ensure food supplies and living space for the Germans. They wanted the space and food for German people. That's why they wanted to acquire the, the space of other countries. That's why they attacked on Soviet Union. By attacking the Eastern Front, where German armies had to fight powerful Soviet troops, Germany left the Western Front exposed to British aerial bombing. Germany suffered a crushing defeat at Stalingrad by Soviet Red Army. The German army was forced to retreat up to Berlin. The Soviet Red Army established in hegemony over the entire Eastern Europe for half a century. Students, meanwhile, the USA had resisted involvement in the war. It was unwilling to once again face all the economic problems that the First World War had caused. But it could not stay out of the war for long. It could not stay out of the war for long. Japan was expanding its power in the east. It had occupied French Indochina and was planning attacks on US naval bases in the Pacific. When Japan extended its support to Hitler and bombed the US base at Pearl Harbor, the US entered in the Second World War. The war ended in May 1945 with Hitler's defeat and the US dropping of the atom bomb on Hiroshima in Japan. So, in this way, we have seen the incidents of Second World War, where USA dropped the bomb at Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan, thereby ending the Second World War. The Nazi worldview. Students, the crimes that Nazi committed were linked to a system of belief and a set of practices. Nazi ideology was Hitler's worldview. Nazi ideology was synonymous with Hitler's worldview. According to this, there was no equality between people but only a racial hierarchy. In this view, blonde, blue-eyed Nordic German Aryans were at the top, while Jews were located at the lowest rank. They come to be regarded as an anti-race, the arch armies of the Aryans. Aryans were pure-blooded German people, and Jews were the main enemies of Aryans. Only Aryans were allowed to live in Germany because they were pure-blooded German people with blonde blue eyes. They were Nordic Aryans. All other colored people were placed in between depending upon their external features. Hitler's races borrowed from thinkers like Charles Darwin and Herbert Spencer. He got this idea from Charles Darwin and Herbert Spencer and manipulated it to apply to his worldview that only the strongest race would survive and the weak ones would perish. He, he thought that only the fittest can survive. Those they are strong, they can only survive, and the weak ones would perish. And the weak ones should be destroyed. The Aryan race being the finest and to retain its purity and dominate the world. Darwin was a natural scientist who tried to explain the creation of plants and animals through the concept of evolution and natural selection. Herbert Spencer later added the idea of survival of the fittest. According to this idea, only those species survived on the earth that could adapt themselves to changing climate conditions. We should bear in mind that Darwin never advocated human intervention in what he thought was purely natural process of selection. However, this idea were used by racist thinkers and politicians to justify imperial rule over conquered. The idea was given by Darwin was applied in nature in natural process of selection, but it was applied by imperial rulers over conquered people. The Nazi argument was simple: the strongest race would survive and the weak ones would perish. That was the theme of his worldview, this idea that the strongest race would survive and the weak ones would perish. The Aryan race was the finest. It had to retain its purity, become stronger, and dominate the world. Only Aryans can rule the world. They are having the quality. It was thought by Nazi. The other aspects of Hitler's ideology related to the geopolitical concept of Lebensraum or living space. He believed that the new territories had to be acquired for settlement. This would enhance the area of the mother country, while enabling the settlers on new lands to retain an intimate link with the place of their origin. It would also enhance the material resources and power of the German nation. Hitler intended to extend German boundaries by moving eastwards to concentrate all German geographically in one place. Poland became the laboratory of his experimentation. As he conquered Poland and he started his experiments there, he wanted to get more and more space for German people. He wanted more food for them, more resources for them, so that they can dominate the other countries. They can become powerful. So this was the Nazis' worldview. Now in the last, test your progress. Students, some questions are given here. Try to answer these questions. These questions are: how was the racial state established by Hitler in Germany? What was Hitler's foreign policy? How did common people react to Nazis? Give a brief account of Hitler's entry into World War II. So students, Try to answer these questions and once go through your NCERT book for the better understanding of the chapter. Thank you.